This video walks through an exercise where students will configure a new router in a Hyper-V virtual machine. Hyper-V is a hypervisor. Hypervisors allow one or more virtual machines to operate using a host machine's hardware. Other hypervisor tools include VMware and VirtualBox. The essence of this lab exercise is to set up a platform where a small network of VMs can interact as if they were on a small organization's network. This will allow students to explore a variety of networking concepts. Routers manage the flow of packets between network segments. Network devices, computers, are deployed on network segments. Good network design aims to support performance, security, and reliability. The image here shows a network with 5 segments. It is intended to illustrate good network segmentation practices, but we won't talk about the design much in this first walkthrough. Most home networks, and very small organizational networks, employ 2 network segments. One is a WAN, wide area network, and the other is a LAN, local area network. That is the model we will create in this exercise. Messages, that is, network packets, travel from one network segment to another through a router. In contrast, switches connect devices within a network segment. In this exercise, we will be setting up a router and 2 virtual switches. Most routers are dedicated hardware devices with built-in software. However, a regular computer can be configured to perform routing services. Our PowerShell script will create 2 virtual switches in the Hyper-V hypervisor environment. Here, a virtual machine will take the place of a dedicated routing device. To set that up, we use a computer, a VM actually, and install pfSense. A router will support 2 network interfaces, a WAN and a LAN, through 2 virtual network interface cards, or NICs. Each of the virtual NICs in the VM are virtually plugged into one of the 2 Hyper-V network switches. Routers often do more than just route packets. For example, pfSense supports Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol, DHCP. The walkthrough includes initial DHCP setup so that the router will be able to assign IP addresses to devices on the LAN segment. IT pros automate to increase productivity and to avoid making mistakes in repetitive tasks. We use them here so that students can focus on a few concepts without getting too distracted by numerous related details. Still, it's useful to understand what is happening. When you create a VM in the walkthrough, instead of doing a number of detailed steps, you will run a PowerShell script. That script is coded with details like switch names and ISO files to quickly create a VM we can work with. The script you run is fairly short. Mostly it lists configuration details. It calls another script that does the heavy lifting to configure Hyper-V switches, create a VM, and virtually plug that VM into the Hyper-V infrastructure. So here we go. The lab instructions and a no-sound video are available. In a way, this is all very easy. You just have to type a few letters and click in the right places. You will open Hyper-V, run a PowerShell script, install pfSense, configure a few things, and look over your work. Hopefully, you will be able to connect what you are doing to fundamental networking concepts.